Hey everybody, it's Owl Captain, and welcome to Turmoil. This is an oil tycoon game where you are one of 4 new company owners, and you take your turns bidding on various areas out west, I guess, to mine for oil, which when you mine for oil, you hope you pick the best spot that has a lot of oil, and you mine for oil, and you get money for selling the oil, which you then use to purchase various upgrades that make it easier to mine more oil and sell oil at higher prices and things like that. And then ultimately, you get to purchase shares of the town, I guess, the one town, and if you get over 50%, you get to become mayor of the town, which I guess then you win the game. But because I guess being mayor makes it so you suddenly are like the deity of this area or something of Turmoil. But it's a interesting and relaxing and slightly addictive game, although it is very repetitive. So I'm going to show off certainly the beginning and maybe a little bit of how it goes, and then later videos will pick up later in the game because different areas have different things that are special about them. But I don't want to show every area of every single that you play because it'll take forever. But I also turned off the tutorials because I've played this game enough that I can just do it. So here we go. We're gonna start new campaign. I guess you can do single campaign. I wonder if it lets me continue my campaign from before, but that one is basically done. So start new campaign, Turmoil. Yeah, sure, whatever. I don't think there's any actual difference between. Yeah, there's nothing different between these people. So if you play on expert, they have different characters and they all have special abilities, which don't seem to be very game breaking. Some are a little bit better than others, but normal they're all just different people. So here we go. We got Blanche. Hello there. Does being a lawyer sound interesting? Well, in truth, it's kind of boring, and I couldn't handle it. I've got a serious case of oil fever, and all I care is finding oil. All right. I don't know. You could just afford an oil company from being a lawyer. Daisy. Delighted to make your acquaintance. Sounds almost the same as Blanche, doesn't it? I made a nice living in real estate, but it's time for a new business plan. I'm going underground. I don't like to dilly-dally, so let's get to work. Ricardo. Buenos dias. I have sailed this world as a ship captain for years, and I can't even swim. I don't want to worry about drowning anymore, unless it's in money. And Joshua. Howdy, partner. This dude has been herding cattle long enough to know that nights on the prairie are cold and lonely. I hope earning oil with money with oil is as easy as throwing lassos. And since there's no difference between them, we'll be Daisy, because she's green. Boop. Here's the mayor. Good job. Now it's time for real work. Come to the town hall to meet your rivals and get yourself a parcel of land for your next venture. So these are the various buildings of the town, and the only one we can go to right now is the town hall. Boop. Oh yes, I was expecting you. What can I do for you? I would like to see the world map. Are ready for your own parcel of land? Let's take a look at the map. Welcome everyone. Let's first introduce ourselves. Hey, it's me. I already said this. Yeah. Let me assign you to your own piece of land. The first one is on the house. So these various dots are pieces of land, parcels of land, and after this first one, he just gives it to you, and I guess they're all the same. But after this, you bid on the various pieces of land, and you hope you pick the ones that are good and high and rich in oil, because some of them are not rich and they really stink. All right. Hey, it's William, the banker guy. Good day. To celebrate the opening of my brand new bank, I've opened an account for each of you. Against our permission, is that allowed? Are you Wells Fargo? You can also visit me to view a financial report of your last venture, which is not really that interesting. Is there a point going here? Oh, you can get a loan. So you can get a loan He's like, short on cash? Which right now, you can see we all have 20,000 bucks. I can lend you some for interest at 20,000 per year. Oh, as you go up, it goes up higher in price. Ah! I don't want that much. Let's go back down. You saw I was making my money up there, go up there. Alright. Town hall. And then you just hit dig. And Jill, I guess, is like our partner. And you always start with $2,000 for each parcel of land you like to improve it or whatever, make it mine the oil. You always start with $2,000, even though we have tons of money, like 10 times that much. Let's get that oil. We're taking $2,000 with us to cover the startup costs. Are you ready to go? Sure, let's go. All right. So first thing is you gotta hire these dowsers, which easiest thing is I usually use the shortcut keys, or D. And basically these guys walk around and you can see kind of where they're looking. They look for oil pockets down below. And then I'll pause real fast. So this is our date. This whole thing is done in terms of days and months and weeks and years and stuff like that. Well, not really years. So it is now January 10th. We started on January 1st. The land lease ends on March 31st. So once March 31st comes around, or really when it switches over to April 1st, the round is over and you're done with this level. And then this is the current money we have right now. So we start with 2,000. I bought 3 dowsers, so at $100 each, which are these guys. So now it's on to 1,700. This is the oil rig. So you put this down in various places. Can I do it? Nope. Okay. So you put these down, and it'll have a little spot at the bottom you can click, and you can drag out pipes, which pipes will also cost you money. This is a silo, so you can store oil, because the prices of the oil you can sell is over here on the left and right, and you can pick which one you want to sell to, or how much you want to sell to by using these up and down keys, which I guess I should have got to this first. You put down these wagons, and they transport and sell the oil. So they're the ones that go to these spots on the left and right, left ink and right ink. But sometimes you don't want to sell to either of them because it's really bad prices. So you'll put a silo to put them in. Okay. That's enough. Excuse the thing. All right. So when they have oil, they will whistle at you like that. And I don't know exactly where it is, so I can't actually see, so I'm just gonna come down here and build about that far. So that cost me $350 to put him down, and you saw it cost $213 to build down to here. Alright, I'm gonna build in this one. And usually, as soon as I build a oil well, I build a wagon to go with it. Alright, see over here on the left side, price is at $117, which is a pretty decent price, especially for right now. Because I'm gonna build 2 to get over there. Because if you want to be able to deliver as much as you can while the price is fluctuating up and down. And also you need to make sure you don't get too much oil that it starts going up this little pipe right here, because if it gets to the top it starts spilling over, and that costs you money. You lose the oil, and see it's already down there, so now I want to put them over here. Right ink at $1.05, because here I'm gonna get another one, because it costs you money and you lose the oil, like you get a penalty. So I'm already like halfway through. I really just need to start building. I'm talking too much. All right. Probably, I think I got over my head. See, I didn't get the oil here, so you can add on. And I probably not finding any. I'm not doing very well. This is actually very bad. I've only got a month left. And when you get to the last month, the music changes like that. So only these first couple rounds are like so short. Usually it goes to, for a little bit it goes to like June 30th, and then most of the game it goes to December 31st. And this button lets you speed up. Alright, so now I go over here. I don't think I'm gonna get it. Come on! And at the end it shows you all the things. So, do you want to send? No, I don't want to send any game companies the Steam thing. So, it says this is profit. This isn't really profit. This is profit if you said you started with 0. So, starting money at 2,000, earnings of 25.96, and spendings of 26.79. So actually, I lost money on that one, but I won't anymore. I'll do better on this next one. The first one's stupid because it's so short. Because I almost always go really high and then down. So that's their summary. So you can look at these graphs. Shows you the supply, which I guess is just how much oil you've tapped. Spillage, which is how much oil you've lost by going over the top. I didn't lose any there. Money. I don't really know what's going on with money. It says 2,000. Okay, I don't know what's up with that one. Earnings. So you can see how much your earnings are. Kind of tracks with your profit. Spendings. It's kind of like the inverse a little bit. Profit, obviously we've seen. Left price and right price show how the prices were. So left price got high, went low, then got kind of high. Right price was low, then got high, and then went low again. And basically, I don't know. I hardly ever look at these. Earnings. This is a little bit more interesting. So I earned $970 from the left side and made basically $1.01 a barrel. I only sold that many barrels. I sold twice as many barrels over here, but they weren't at quite as high a price, but I earned more money because of that. And then combined. Spendings. I spent most of my money on rigs. I should have only bought probably the one, honestly. Maybe the two. So 4 wagons. Too much money on pipes. I wasted the pipe in the middle. And you can get a screenshot of whatever, of the end. So, next one will be better. That was a bad first example. To be fair, the competitors you're up against are really bad. So they started with 2,000, and at least I came away with about the same amount of money I put in. They got 105, 436, 341. They're just garbage. Howdy. My name is Fred Metal. Are you looking to make your oil mining operation more efficient? Come to my factory to upgrade your gear. So this is the factory, and lets you buy various upgrades. So you can get width 2, which lets you upgrade your pipes. You have to build them once, and then you can pay again to upgrade them, and they'll be bigger, so you can pump out oil quicker. Size 2 lets you build bigger silos, which I didn't show a silo. Branch 2 lets you build down a pipe and then branch it. And timer 2 keeps it from spilling as quickly. So I'll get all these things eventually. Right now, we're probably good. So, alright, so go to Town Hall. You have to go to Town Hall every time to go to this land auction. You ready to start bidding for the oil? So, the people who have the least amount of money get to bid first. And you can see that these numbers correspond to how much oil more or less was there. I don't really know what the number actually means, but it's basically a relative how much oil was there. So he put his money there, put his money there, and I can bid over them. If I click, I'll bid up an extra 1,000, so it'll be $2,000 I'm bidding for there, or I can just buy one of the open ones for 1,000. This is what I'll do. I'll buy that one. Usually I try to spend the minimum amount of money on land, unless I know something's really good. Okay, so they just bought upgrades, which I'm gonna say I don't need right now. Alright, so this one goes to June 30th, so I'll have more time to purchase or get my oil sold. The reason I usually go with the 3 is because they're kind of slow right now. You can upgrade them later, but I want them all looking because I hate wasting time waiting. Like right now, I'm like, I don't know where anything is. Alright, so there's one around here. So I'm gonna go find it. Let's go buy this oil wagon. Oh, come on, find it. Oh, good, barely. So you just have to barely get in this, like, orange area around the oil to be able to tap it. Alright, so I'm waiting for it to get big, and then I'm gonna, or almost full. You can see how full your wagon is. It says the price over here is decent at the moment. I'm gonna build another one, especially also to keep it from filling up with oil. At the beginning, you kind of have to sell at prices you don't really want to sell. Usually I like to get above at least 90, or at least $1 even better. But since I really just need the money, you can take a loan. Can you? Yeah, you can take a loan. I don't usually like doing that. I do sometimes, but I don't like to. Alright. So I'm already a month done. So I'm gonna build one right here. And usually you like building your rigs like as close to each other as you can, because then you can squish silos in there. Like I will build a silo. So I didn't find oil. So I can continue on down here. There it is. Got it. That looks like a fairly big one. Alright. So there we go. I got 3. Just for getting all these horse wagons is usually... I go crazy for horse wagons. They're awesome when they're full later. You get like whole... I would say... Alright, so now prices are basically the same, so I'm gonna start flipping... I'll just flip them all over here. So for $1.12, $1.15 at this time is pretty good. Alright, so it's March. And you can build multiple rigs to access the same oil. Which kind of works like... see, I almost made it, but I didn't quite make it. So that looks like a big one. So I'm going to build another wagon, put a 5 over there, and then I'm going to build another rig over here. And I'm going to build it. You can't connect yet. You can if you once you get that branch technology. This is $1.32. It's a very good price at the moment. Come on, we're selling oil. Oil, you glad to see me? Oh man, that is a big old thing of oil. Come on, sell that Texas tea. Black gold. And then a lot of this game is just like kind of sitting here. Now eventually these oil reserves, I don't know what you call them, oil sources will run out. And you can either, like, continue on your pipes to try to find more oil, or use them to... You can just abandon them, basically. Alright, so now the price is going down. So I'll probably sell a couple, but now they're all going to go into the silo. And you can build multiple silos. Put another dowser out, also. So you can start looking. Unfortunately, you can see my dowser has this amount of green or whatever. That shows how far deep he can look, which at the moment is not really that deep. Like, you can upgrade him so you can basically see the whole way down, and he can go a lot faster. But alright, see, I haven't been paying attention. So over here I should be doing over there now. Alright, so I'm gonna build another rig right here. And I'm gonna build kind of far down. Build another wagon. Alright, now it's getting up higher. 14. And if you don't have enough oil, like you have too many wagons for the amount of oil coming out of your things, so I can build up to 8. They'll start taking it from the silo. Like, this price is getting good, so I'm gonna put down a couple more wagons to take advantage of it. And, like, drain my reserves, even. Look at that money. I'm at 4,000. Oh, yes. 142. Great price. You can upgrade your wagons later so they have more room in them. I think there's 50% more room, and they're twice as fast. Maybe it's just 50% as fast. But it's like, it's awesome seeing, and you can get more of them. You can get up to like 20 or 30 or something. And it's just like a huge mass of horses just draining the oil and selling for good prices. So I'm not going to empty any of these ones. So I'm just going to build more wagons to drain the amount I got. And I'm going to be selling over here at Lefting probably the whole time. I think yeah, 15, okay, 15 wagons is the total amount of wagons I can get at the moment. So, herd size limit reached. Alright, so now, I should send them all over here. I got 10,000 bucks, still pretty good. Music really tries to, pep you up or give you a sense of foreboding, like, come on, you need to get your oil in. But, yeah, those are doing good. Now, I'm not finishing up any of these. Later in the game, oh, dang, these oil things are huge. You do not see giant things like that often, especially that one. But later in the game, you'll get big ones, but you'll end up, like, draining all the oil. Because you get, like, those upgrades for width and stuff. And you have longer to do it. So, like I said, I don't ever look. So that's the supply. I guess that's the supply I've tapped. Spillage and spillany. Money, I don't understand this one. Earnings goes up. Spendings, not that much. Profit, oops. That price went medium, down, up a little bit, down, bad, up, and down. Right. I never really did that great. The earnings. So, yeah, $1.15 per barrel over here with a lot of barrels sold. So much money. And over here, still pretty good. So I did, like, even better than last time. Spendings, most of it on wagons. Decent amount of rigs and pipes. Not so much on dowser or silos. There's my screenshot if I want it. So look at that. I mean, 11,749. You guys all made 4,000. You guys stink. And you guys had upgrades. Nice to meet you. I'm Edward, and I'm a bit of a handyman. I like to experiment with stuff that can help you find oil. Make sure to check out my inventions. All right, so the workshop. So you get depth 2, improve the dowsing rod so they can search deeper for 7,500, which is a depth 3 after you buy that one. Speed 2, speeds up your dowsers. Moles, which are they're like moles. You send them down and they'll dig around for you, so you can theoretically find oil, but I don't like them. Because it's such a small area they search, and it's really wide. It's really small dots of the whole thing. And scanner, this is awesome. You can upgrade it a bit, but basically it just goes down and opens up an area, like a circle underneath, that you can look at everything that's underneath. Let's see. And then Bank talked about the financial report. I'm pretty sure it's just that same thing we saw there. So I'm going to upgrade something. Because honestly, you don't need that much money at the beginning to just keep around. So I'm going to upgrade the speed of my dowser so I don't spend as much time waiting. And I'll get the width. And I would have gotten branch, but I don't have enough money to buy stuff then. Alright, this will be the last one for this time. That's probably good. Oh, can't leave town yet. Gotta go town hall. All attendants. So I bought one, had 45, so mine had a pretty decent amount of oil. guess they think that one's good. So I'm not going for that one. I'm going to go for that one next to my old one. Alrighty then. So I just paid $1,000. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's buy the 3 dowsers. I'll even buy the wagon now. And I'll just hang out because I'm gonna need it when I get to the rig anyway. So you can see my dowsers are walking around a little bit faster now. Not taking their sweet time. Although it's still cooking long enough. Alright, down there, and then stay right there. I like having the dowser already gone or out there because then he... Ah, shoot. Oh, good, I found it barely. So then... Alright, so I don't really want to... Like, I'll wait for this one to get up a little bit more in price first. Alright, it's going. Okay, so... and sometimes if they don't find anything, they'll just walk off. Alright, let's build another wagon. Oh, there we go. Sell! Sell! Alright, so I'm already like... Sometimes I like to do this where I can like find where I can put a silo. So when it becomes like thick, you can build a silo there. So then I'll build this like right here. Because you can't build over the top of each other very much. Alright. Oh, I already went over it a little bit, but that's alright. A little extra. So that's a lot of oil in that one, I can tell. Oop, not a wagon. Rig. So I'm gonna build another rig to get in there. And see, look at that price. 28 cents. It's like garbage right now. Alright. Get up there. And four selling, 87 cents. Not a great price, but I need the money. I'm working on doing stuff. So that dowser, my third dowser just walked off, which means he couldn't find anything. And eventually, you'll very slowly notice that the ground will like slowly creep up. And eventually your dowsers can actually find stuff still. It's like they can't go on a certain lowness of the screen. It's not really compared to the ground. So, alright, let's put another wagon. Price is going down. This side's going up, so let's put one over here. I know it's not... By the time I get there... Actually, you know what? Let's just put them all over here. By the time they get there, it's going to be higher in price. Alright. Bwam, bwam, bwam. All this... I'm going to build a silo in the middle just in case. Awesome noise. And alright, build another dowser now. It's possible I picked a really bad spot. There's really not that much oil here. Got money. I'll build another wagon. Alright, I'm gonna build a rig right here and build this to right there. Some places have like pathetic amounts of oil, and you're just upset that you picked it. Later on, there's things that help you like pick which places are good for oil. So I've got 3 months left. I've got 7 wagons. So selling at a good price. I've got 4 rigs. So I gotta admit my timing is off with this a little bit just because I'm getting really good prices, but I'm not selling very full wagons, so like that one was pretty full, that one's pretty full, but these ones are, that one's like half full. There's not much more I can do besides build another rig to try and take advantage of it, which might not be cost effective at this point. Maybe it would be, I don't know. Alright, so my dowser walked off again, which means there's basically no oil on this map. So once I have a decent amount of money and I have a decent amount of time left, I will, once it gets below like 95 cents or something, I'll usually start dropping these guys pretty bad because I'm like, oh, you're not making that much money anymore. So then I'll stick them in the silo. Silos are pretty cheap, so they're like there, it's already at 83 cents. Because over here, it's 86 cents. They're going to sell some over there, but then they're going to fill up the silos. I got 2 more months. And at the end, I'm just going to have to, like, sell. Oh, wait, I could. I forgot I got a... Alright, so here's how the width works. See, I hover over it, and it says 174. So then it stops mining oil for a little bit, but... Oh, dang it! Alright, now this well is completely dry. That stinks. Well, that was a bad timing. But you can see it's thicker now. So, I can build from... okay, I can build from here over. Oh, prices are bad. I don't like that price. So you can move it over here to pick up some oil. It only does as much as the smallest branch does, though. So, like you can see, I'm getting a full oil there, but this thing's only getting about half. Alright, I'm just gonna have to sell them all. Sell! Sell! Go, my herd of horses! It gets a lot easier when you get some of these upgrades later. Man, this stinks. These prices are awful. It was good for a little bit on the left, and that was it. I'm not gonna quite get all my oil sold, but... See, my dowser couldn't look down far enough, but there's tons of oil down here. I couldn't reach it, not that it mattered. So I got 9,138, so really a profit of 7,000. Here's my graph I don't ever look at. So I did good price over here. Made 7,000 bucks on 5,880 barrels. Spendings are a little high. Rigs, wagons, pipes. I got upgrades. 174 there. 400 dowsers. My gosh, I didn't really hit any oil. But still, compared to everybody else, I got 9,138. So he got 5,879, but these guys didn't get very much. But alright, and the last thing is Rainer. Hello there. I'm Rainer, the trainer. I wonder if it's supposed to rhyme. I take care of the horses to keep them healthy and ready for work. Drop by my stable and maybe we can help each other. And we'll check Rainer out. Well, I guess we'll check him out this time, because you might not see him. So he sells horse things. So he can make bigger wagons, so they carry more oil, which is often awesome a lot of the time. A counter that lets you keep track of how many horses you have, which I don't find that really useful. You can find out how many you have by like scrolling up and down on the amount you're selling on the things on the left and right. So not really that useful. It is cheap. And then herd size too. So you can have 25 horses. You can buy up to 25 horses for paying an extra 15,000. And then I think I have an extra upgrade on top of that with another 10. Yep, alright. But that'll do it for this episode. Next time I'll have played through the game quite a bit more, probably to close to the end of this first area, or maybe even the beginning of the second area, because this first area is really boring. There's no real, it's just introduction mechanics. This place they're building right here is a tavern, but the tavern stuff is, yeah, I can show it later, and it's not really that big a deal. So, I'll do that. This will be it for this episode. If you liked the episode, then please hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more videos of mine. And next time we'll see a little bit more of Turmoil. Have a good day.